Welcome to the Carl the Hipster Prepper bird page, the most exciting bird watching page on YouTube. Watch as my suet conquers all the corporate suet as we go to Valhalla.
Morning, everybody. This is Carl the Hipster Prepper here, and welcome to another episode of the Berry Suet Challenge. Now let's see what we got up today. Today we got something called Nuts and Berries. It's by Suet Plus. It's by the company St. Albans Bay. We've tested them before. Like I said, St. Albans Bay, they're the company that puts the stuff in this this thin plastic wrap instead of the thick plastic cases. This is a little more environmentally friendly. I'm a fan of actually getting the little plastic cases because sometimes I use them when I do my own birds suet. I use them as molds. But like I said, most people don't do their own suet, so it's probably best to get it this way. So let's go through this stuff here. First of all, package has got a woodpecker on it. That's good. I got woodpeckers in my yard. But I'm pretty sure that this is just a company trade or a company symbol or a company trademark. It's not actually saying, hey, this is woodpecker blend, but this stuff may work for woodpeckers. We'll go through and analyze it and see what it's good for. All right. It says it's in a new eco-friendly package. We discussed that before. It says it's easy to open, no mess. It is pretty easy to open. I will give it that. It's a little harder to store. Most people put the full case into the cage and don't break it up in chunks. But if you do, you may want to put it in a Ziploc baggie for storage. But that's true with most suet when you open it. Let's see. It says it's a superior melt-resistant formula, and basically anything made of beef fat or beef suet will do better at high temps, high temperatures outside. Let's flip this over and look at it. All right. So what we got in this stuff here? Let's see. First, let's see where this company's out of. St. Albans Bay, if I remember correctly, is out of Minnesota. And it's manufactured by a company. It's manufactured by Wildlife Sciences LLC from Minnetonka, Minnesota. Hey, is Prince from Minnetonka? I can't remember. I'm not exactly my 80 pop stars, but I think Prince is from there. I could be wrong. I'm sure someone will correct me in the comments, as my fellow hipster buddies do, and my preppers do too. A lot of preppers are actually very big on, the hipsters and the preppers are very big on correcting people with information. Come on, damn it. All right, let's see what we got here for ingredients. Let's get this light here better for some scientific reviews. All right, let's see what we got here. Ingredients: rendered beef suet. That's good. That means it's beef fat. Cracked corn, not the greatest fan, not the worst fan, but it's good. Millet, like I said, to me millet's filler, but millet's good for sparrows, good for starlings, good for a lot of ground birds. And like I said, I live on a mountain on the side of a mountain in West Virginia in the woods. So I don't have a lot of those type of birds around me, but like I said, the majority of people majority of people who buy bird suet live in more suburban and more urban areas. So the suet's more geared towards them. I understand that. So, stuff will still eat it, but it's not the greatest thing for me. Peanut pieces. That's good. Processed grain byproducts? If it's grain byproducts, might as well use it somehow. A lot of birds like grains. I don't know what those grains are, but it could be like a filler type stuff like millet, but I'd rather see the byproducts used than thrown away, so I can't complain about that. And berry flavor. I don't know whether that's natural or artificial. I guess we'll take a taste test here and see in a little bit. I could definitely smell the berries. It smelled kind of like blueberry type thing, which, hey, the bluebirds like the blueberries, so that's good. Let's see. I guess it's written in French on the side, so I'm assuming this stuff is sold in Canada also. Gotta follow those Canadian laws. I think in Canada everything's got to be written in French and English. Let's see. It says made in the USA. That's good. Well, it's about with that. Let's open this thing up and see what it looks like inside. See if I can do this without making a mess here. Come on, fall out. Oh, is it going to happen? Yes, here we go. Now, let's take a look at this. And let's review the ingredients again. Let's go through it. It says it contains rendered beef suet. Check. We can see that. It says it contains cracked corn. Check. We can see that. Millet. Check. We can see that. Peanut pieces. Peanut pieces are going to look a lot like corn, a lot like millet, so I'm going to have to just take the word for it. Grain pie products. I have to take the word for it too, because who knows what that could be. And berry flavor. I can smell the berries, but we'll confirm that when we do a taste test here in a second. So let's taste this and see what it tastes like here. Well, I do kind of taste the berries. I can definitely smell the berries. There's definitely a berry smell to it. It's actually not bad. The taste is kind of smooth. I mean, I could taste the thing is when you have uncooked corn, uncooked millet, uncooked grain byproducts or where the heck that's supposed to be, it tastes a little dry. If you get lucky, sometimes you get a sunflower chunk. They're kind of moist. You know, I mean, like I said, this stuff is not exactly it's not exactly fit for human consumption. You're not going to sit there and go, "Wow, this is some tasty stuff." You're not going to buy this at the you're not going to buy this at the juice bar or at the barista, at the coffee shop. This is definitely meant for birds. But like I said, it tastes no worse or no different than the other suet cakes. I think it's going to do pretty well. I don't think it's going to do as well as my stuff, but not much stuff does, because not only do I store all my stuff and prep for the birds, I'm also a hipster. So hey, I found the bird suet first, and my bird suet's the best, because everything a hipster does is the best. So let's go through my bird suet real quick. For those who haven't seen before, my bird suet is basically made from lard. It's made from then I put peanut butter in it. Then I put mealworms, sunflower seeds, peanuts. I put raisins. I put dehydrated cherries, cranberries, figs. I even put some pineapple. I don't know what the heck eats it, but there's been no pineapple left. There's nothing left of this stuff. I'll put all kinds of stuff in here. I mean, it could be squirrels, it could be something, but there's nothing left behind. I mean, something runs away with it. Now, the only mistake I did do, when I did the figs, I should have chopped them up a little more, because I think the figs some of the fig chunks are way too big. But something's eating them. The woodpeckers take them, and the squirrels take them. So what else do I add to this stuff? I also have, let's see. I got the figs. I got the pineapple. Then I found some dehydrated apple chunks, dehydrated pineapple, dehydrated strawberries, and I got some other dehydrated stuff in there, some other dehydrated fruit, because it came in a box of like for $5. It came with like 5 packs of different fruits. So I just threw them all in there. Why not? And then to thicken this stuff up, because my cakes are actually made of lard, not suet, and the reason why I use lard is that lard's much easier to handle than suet. Beef fat, which is suet. Actually, I think tallow is actually beef fat, but suet's actually beef fat from the kidneys, I think. I'm sure someone will fact check me, because all my hipster prepper friends always do. But the thing with using suet is that it has a higher melting point than lard. So doing it at the house, in order to do suet, you have to put on the stove, and you got to cook down the beef chunks, and it's tough to do. And it's also, not many stores actually sell suet, like actual suet by itself. You can buy the fat chunks, then you got to boil it, then you got to scoop off the meat chunks, and then that's a process. I did it before once. It's fun if you're into that stuff, but it's a process. The best thing to do is just to get lard. You can buy a 4-pound bucket of it, or you can buy a 1-pound block. You just take the bucket, put it, jiggle it around, drop it in a big bowl, put it in the microwave for about 5-8 minutes. And then at that point it turns into a liquid, and you just dump that liquid into a bucket. Be careful not to spill it. And then you put all your ingredients here, mix it up. And the only thing with lard is that with lard, what happens is that it doesn't actually solidify that well. It's always kind of greasy. I mean, that's why it's great for cooking. So in order to thicken up, you can add oatmeal, you can add oats, you can add cornmeal, or you can add flour. And usually what I do is I buy a big box of the big thing of instant oatmeal, dump that in there, and then I just add cornmeal into it with a hammer drill until I can't mix it anymore. And then when you do that, it actually solidifies pretty well. So let's take a taste test of my stuff here. Actually, my stuff's actually pretty good. Yeah, my stuff's actually pretty good, because my stuff, it tastes like greasy peanut butter with fruitiness, with some crunchy parts. And I know a lot of that crunchy stuff's peanut butter. Some of that crunch is sunflower seeds or other assorted seeds. But some of that crunch is mealworms. And that's always a little, I guess people can eat mealworms. I mean, I'm not going to eat mealworms, but I'm sure some restaurant cooks them somewhere as some delicacy. But the birds like it, and I'm not cooking this for you. I'm not cooking this for me. I'm cooking this for the birds. So let's get this suet outside there today, because I know we're supposed to get a little bit of snow today. And let's see how these birds react to it.